What's up, guys? CrispyBon here. Welcome back to a different kind of video that I usually never make, but there's always a first for everything, I guess. I'm doing my thoughts, my rant, or whatever you want to call it on Legends ZA. In front of my screen here, you can't really see, I don't know what I'm pointing at, but I have a bunch of bullet points, which is why my glasses are so white right now, of what I want to talk about. So nothing's like a script or whatever, yada yada, get that garbage out of here. But I've never seen that part of the trailer before. I'm not gonna lie with you. What? That was weird. Never seen that trailer part before. But alas, here we are today. Listen, guys, I'm hyped for ZA, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, ZA is gonna be just like, in my opinion, it's gonna be the best Switch game of the year. Its competition really isn't that high, but we'll get into that information later. But moving forward, or whenever this game comes out, I'm gonna be streaming it. I'm gonna be putting Let's Plays on it, shiny hunting, you know, X, Y, Z. See what I did there? I'm gonna do a bunch of things on ZA, more than just commentary. I'm gonna be playing it. I'm gonna be enjoying it with a friend, maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll get that information again later on. But I'm hyped. A lot of people are hyped for this game in particular, because this game generally looks very good. Like, it looks like a very well-made game, surprisingly. As the game showing here, it's battle mechanics, which I'll probably get into it now since the game's showing it here. The battle mechanics is completely different, and it just looks wonderful. Like, I'm looking on the side here, I'm looking at my screen. I'm not used to this information, or this setup, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm working on it. But it's also, it's new, and people who have played it so far have early access saying that it's one of the hardest Pokemon games, only because of, like, you know, the new battle system. But also, you're gonna have people on the other side saying how this game's battling is trash, only because it's different. That's gonna be the only reason why people are saying that this battle or this game is gonna be trash, because, you know, the battle is gonna be different. And that's, you know, people have their own opinions, right? If the game is gonna be bad because you don't like the way it's gonna be battling, don't buy it. Easy as that. Don't waste your money. Don't say this game's trash because you don't like it. I think it's gonna be hard to get into, or hard to learn, hard to get into a flow of things, especially with this new Z to A system, which I'm curious on how they're gonna do that, because it's like, I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know much about the game. I mean, I do know much about the game, I just, you know, didn't do a deep dive into it. A few things scare me though about this. The Switch 2, to say the least, since coming out, has had probably one of the worst launches of any console ever at this point. The Switch 1, you know, blew it out of the park with Mario Odyssey and Tears of the Breath of the Wild. When this game's released, I have a bunch of tabs open here that we're gonna go through up here. When this game released with Mario World, it sold, you guys can't see my face cam there, it sold 5.6 million copies. Yes, good amount of copies sold, but I'm not sure that's taken into consideration sold with the system, because there were bundles for the Switch 1 or for the Switch 2 that gave you access to Mario Kart World. I have spent 40 hours in this game. I enjoyed it for the most part. It was fun. The online was fun until they absolutely nuked this game with updates. They removed 3 course features in this game, which was a ballsy move from Nintendo, because this game is based off like the three laps, and getting rid of that completely, neutering it, terrible idea in my opinion. But we're going to the other thing here. The other game that didn't do so well, in my opinion, Donkey Kong Bonanza. It sold, in Japan, 270,000 copies of the game. And then in North America, it doesn't even have a sales, how much it sold. Not good. I bought the game like an idiot. I didn't enjoy it that much. Not my style of game. It's like Mario Odyssey. I don't own Odyssey, so I don't know really how to play, but not my type of game. Not gonna lie with you, it wasn't my cup of tea. It just didn't feel like a game I would enjoy. Now, getting into this portion. Switch 1 version of this game. Alright, listen. If you own the Switch 1, good. Great console. Great console. Would I recommend buying the Switch 1 version of this game? No. No, because we have it right here. I have it set up right here already. We have a trailer comparison between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. So left is 1, the right is 2. Look how low poly this game looks. I should probably... Oh, I mean, I can't even... it's mine's for 1080p, that's crazy. But look, it just... It's not meant for the Switch 1 at all. What was meant for the Switch 1... My mouse. What was meant for the Switch 1 was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, if you're unaware what Scarlet and Violet came out in 2022, 3 years. It is the worst, the more poorly optimized game in Nintendo history. This game lagged every single thing you did. There were two or three portions of the game. I think 2. Thicket Forest and whatever that stupid pond was that were genuinely unplayable. The game would drop down to like 10 frames per second. And the way Nintendo decided we're gonna fix this is not by, hey, we're gonna optimize it. They just lowered the Pokemon spawn rate in this game, and it helped 0. People modded the Switch, unlocked more power into it, and it still couldn't get any power. And you want to buy the Switch 1 version of Z? Don't do it. I'm telling you what, do not do it. Like, I'm begging you at this point, do not buy the Switch 1 version of this game. Because this, Scarlet and Violet, the comparison here, by Game Explain. This is meant, the run on the right is meant for the Switch 1. Look how low poly it looks. Look at it. Look at it. It looks like someone just made this game in 30 minutes. Like, all right, yeah, screw it, release it. Like, this is the pond, by the way, that lags. But it just looks so bad. And like, I would get it if the game, if this was a Switch, like, dude, it lagged even there. Like, it is, you can see the frames dropping. The max frames is 30, and the game barely even hit 30 frames the entire time. If we're being honest with each other here. It barely hit 30 frames the entire time. And it's made for the Switch 1. Now, if this was what do you call it? A ZS situation where it was like, hey, listen, it's not meant for the Switch 1. It's meant for the Switch 2. I would understand it running poorly. But it's not. It was meant for the Switch 1. And that boggles my mind, and it didn't work. It was poor. It was poor as all hell. I also even have bulletin down here. I mean, ZA. What else can I say? It looks visually beautiful. Like, it genuinely looks very beautiful. I'm not sure if I can find a trainer battle thing here, but trainers now, luckily, they encounter you, which is something that they lost. Right, perfect, right here. They can finally do the encounter thing again, which is fantastic. I love that feature. I love that it's back, because it was Scarlet and Violet made those trainers completely optional. You can literally walk right in front of them and not do anything. Also, the sneaking on trainers, beautiful idea, interesting idea. Makes you play less reckless, I guess. That's where I'm going for. At least I'm not really sure. Promotion match and stuff like this. This whole feature here, this whole Z to A feature, or tournament or ranking, is going to be very interesting, and I'm actually very excited for it. I'm not sure if this game even shows even more Mega Evolutions. It does a little bit here. The Megas are going to be interesting because we already seen a handful. We saw the Kalos starters, Hawlucha, Malamar, Victory Bell, which is Peak of the Devil himself, and one more. I forgot who it was. That were interesting. Also, speaking of these guys, they're locked. I get why people are upset with those Pokemon being locked behind comp or behind online. I don't get why they're upset. I understand it, but I just don't get it. I mean, I get it to an extent, like you want to buy the game and get everything that's in it. But at the same time, it's online ones and cost that much. I know to some people, different situations, yes, I get it. I apologize for that one. But it could be a lot worse. They could have been like, hey, if you want these 3 starters of Mega Evolutions, you're gonna need to pay $10 each. They could have done that easily. They could have made you go to GameStop, go to Pokemon Center or Nintendo Store in like your massive city, or go to a GameStop or anything and be like, hey, you gotta buy these if you want them. It could have been a hell of a lot worse, for being totally honest here. Another thing, again, the combat, which is interesting, especially this version. The online version looks very cool. It's a 1v1v1, it's a 4 free-for-all, which is going to be very interesting. Another thing that is going to twist my nipples the wrong way. Nintendo. First of all, we have to accept that it's going to be $70. Like, we have to accept it. At this point, Nintendo did it, and now every gaming company is doing it, where everything's going to be $70. So this should no longer be a surprise to anybody that this is going to be this much money. But don't. I had to force my friend Doxy. Some of you may not know him. Some of you may not know him. Subscribe to his channel. Good guy. Good content too. He was gonna buy the Switch 1 version, and I had to talk him off the ledge of it because, guys, he never played Scarlet and Violet, and that showed, because that one ran poorly as all balls. But what really pisses me off here, if I scroll down, first of all, the first thing, what's going on here, Nintendo? You want to give us a console with the game in it, and the only difference is you get the game. What happened to the days? Even the Switch 1 did it. To the days of getting special limited edition consoles. Those days are gone, apparently. Mario Kart World didn't get one. I don't think DK even got its own bundle. That's how they're like, we don't want this game anymore. And we get this one. They could have done. It could have been green. It would have looked lovely. But they were like, nah, throw in a bundle that we don't care about. That pisses me off. Another thing that pisses me off. Where is it? Did I get rid of it? Oh no. The deal. Okay. We're gonna need to get serious here, Nintendo. The DLC. I'm gonna close my notepad. I'm done with this garbage. $30. Now, many of you like crispy. What's wrong with that? DLCs could be cost a lot more. The game's not even out yet. They're making a DLC for a game that's not even out yet. It was bad enough that we got a DLC for Donkey Kong a month or 2 after. They're like, yeah, you want something even crazier? We'll release one before the game comes out. Before the game comes out. $30. And what do you get of it? What do you get right now? You get jack shit from this. Alright? Off the rip. You get nothing. Where am I looking at? Am I dumb? Hello? Show more. The following includes this purchase. Hollow X and Y apparel items available on release. And I think you also get purchase early to receive a luxury Pokeball set as an early purchase bonus. Wow! Wow, boys, that is incredible. Wow, I'm so excited to get my freaking thing, and I'm excited to get my stupid Hollow X and Y apparel set on the release. We also get, again, they could have legit put the 3 Kalos starters Mega Evolutions behind the paywall, just like they did for Mega Raichu X and Y. Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass, Nintendo? I know it's been a while since this information has come out. I know it's been a while, but it finally set in with. I almost bought this. My dumbass almost bought this. On release day, you get X and Y Hollow set. You get Mega Raichu X and Y, and then you get a luxury Pokeball set, whatever the hell that means. But they already have the time slot for the actual DLC part, which is February 28th, the last day of February. That is gonna be when the DLC comes out, like the actual DLC. This is the pre-order of the DLC. Planned for release February 28th, 2026. Additional story content. So you're telling me, you know this game is not finished, and you're gonna release it, and then release the finished product October, November, December, January. 5 months later, you're gonna do that, Nintendo. 5! And this is after they got so much shit for the Switch 2. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, why are the games so expensive? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Mario Kart World, letdown. Donkey Kong Bonanza, DLC after 2 months. DLC before the game comes out. We are going backwards, Nintendo. We're not going forward. We're going backwards. We've lost the plot completely. I'm gonna play it. Absolutely, I'm gonna play. I love Pokemon. I love Gen 6. Gen 6 is what got me back into Pokemon. And that is a fact. Like, that got me into Pokemon. Oh, this is white screen. My frame's so white. Okay, thanks. Gen 6 got me back into Pokemon. And we're just destroying it by paywall after paywall after paywall. $70 game. Oh, also Mega Dragonite. But it's just like, it's, oh my god, Nintendo. I'm mad. Like, now I was excited, now I'm mad. But guys, let me know your comments on this game down below, because I know it's not gonna be pretty down there. Listen, I know. Despite the fact the game looks pretty, it looks beautiful. It's probably gonna be a generational game for the Switch for Switch 2. It's gonna be generational for Pokemon in general. I think it's gonna really, if the combat sticks, it's really gonna change the way Pokemon's gonna be in the future, and that's gonna be a fact. But guys, let me know down below what you guys think. And guys, I have been Crispy. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and peace out, y'all.